When the British conquered India, it was first thought that this was another Africa. It was a dark skinned people with a foreign religion. And they assumed that once they had established themselves on the Indian subcontinent, that the local populace would adopt their customs and inevitably their religion, Christianity, um, Protestant Christianity. But this didn't happen. In Africa, you had seriously primitive countries and societies. Um, they had pagan religions. They worshipped the mountain, they worshipped the sea. A lot of them were polytheists, and they had no religious texts, and they had their customs, they had their stories, and undoubtedly they were great heuristics for these people to live by, and a great ethic to live good lives and whatever else. And that's of course what religion is for, sense of community and social cohesion and support. Of course that existed in Africa as well, but when people like Livingston and many others preached Christianity to the local people, they were almost immediately enamored by Jesus and the Bible and the stories, the great stories in the Christian tradition, or the Jewish tradition, I should say, Judeo-Christian tradition. Um, when they got to India, it was a different story. There's a great book by the great historian Neil Ferguson called Empire, and it's how Britain ruled the modern world or something, or made the modern world is the subtitle to it. When they got to India, they found a very, very old religion. Hinduism is far older than Christianity or Judaism. And there are, great texts. They have the Vedas, which is their holy book. They have the Bhagavad Gita about Lord Krishna, and they have many priests, the Brahmins, and they have elaborate ceremonies. They have sartorial ceremonies, weddings, you name it. Their religion seeps into every part of Indian life. And the British gave incentives for the local population to go to Christian sermons and this kind of thing. And they would go, but they wouldn't adopt the Christian tradition voluntarily anyway. They wouldn't adopt it. And there was a general consensus in Britain that it shouldn't be forced onto the local populace, that the veracity of Christianity should be it should be enough, and either the people will adopt it or not. And it turns out they didn't. I would say that if India was a primitive society, which it certainly wasn't, it was a very, very advanced, very old society with many, many traditions, and it's such a great culture there. If it was more like Africa, it would have been far easier for the British to spread Christianity. So after a while, they just gave up, and I think it's a good thing too. I think Hinduism is a great religion, and how boring would the world be if everyone was the same and all believed the same things? So, yeah.